Hi, my name's Alicia and I'm from a local Langley composting company named All Things Organic. I asked on our Facebook page at allthingsorganic/Langley if anybody had any composting questions, and Jonathan asked, what's the difference between hot composting and worm composting? First of all, I'm assuming that you meant talking about heap hot composting. So that's where you have the nitrogen carbon ratio outdoors. It takes a little bit more space, and the heat from the combination of the ratio of carbon and nitrogen activates the breakdown rather than using worms. A lot of times hot composting in a heap outdoors can get confused with the compost that you put on your curbside that gets taken to a facility and literally cooked. So heap composting, you have to make batches, and worm composting, you can actually just compost non-stop. And the reason why you have to do that with hot composting is for the temperature consistency. Also, hot composting, you need a minimum of 1 cubic yard to get the temperature consistency, and it's about 10 times the space you actually need for worm composting. The worm composting minimum space is 1 square foot, and the bonus is you can compost outdoors and indoors, so that's pretty cool. Worm composting uses obviously worms and microbes, and then hot composting unfortunately is not got appropriate conditions for worms, so it only uses microbes. But worm composting, you get more microbial content at the end, in the end result of the finished compost, because of the fact that you're composting with worms and microbes, and also at a cooler temperature, whereas hot composting you don't get as much of the microbes in the finished compost because of the fact that it's a hotter temperature. There's not worms often in that compost pile, and the microbes are more resilient because of that heat increase. Both are great options for composting, and optimally using both would be epic, because then you'll have the microbial content from the worm castings as well as the content from the hot composting pile. So if you have the space and are able to, that would be your best bet. Again, I'm Alicia from All Things Organic, and this is Lillian. She's my daughter. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask us on Facebook at allthingsorganic/Langley, or on Twitter at @AT_organic.